The member from Kitchener-Waterloo.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. My question to the Minister of Finance. Today's FAO report shows that this government plans to balance its books by deeply cutting and slashing program spending because this minister's revenue projections were way off, Mr. Speaker. The 2015 budget showed Ontarians that the government is cutting program spending in real terms 5.5% in other programs. Now we have learned from the FAO that programs that are extremely important to the people of this province, Ontario families, like health and education, are going to be cut even further. Yesterday, we learned that there are 16,000 children who have autism who are on a wait list, Mr. Speaker. Minister, can you shed some light for Ontarians and tell them what program cuts are in store for them?
Thank you. Minister of Finance.
Mr. Speaker, and I appreciate the question from the member opposite. And again, I appreciate the work done by the FAO in recognizing that there are challenges that the provinces faces, as does Canada, for that matter, as does other parts and other economies around the world. In Ontario, notwithstanding, the FAO has reaffirmed this, has exceeded its targets. In fact, our ability to gain greater employment was at a faster pace in the United States. Our ability to control spending also outpaced the rest of Canada, but, Mr. Speaker, he noted that we are supporting health care and education and social programs. And when it comes to autism, we all recognize the great need that exists in our community. The province of Ontario has invested over $140 million in supporting autism. We'll continue to do that, Mr. Speaker. That is not being sacrificed as we proceed to balance.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Minister, you will not balance your books by 2017-18 because your revenue projections, for some reason, you built them into the economic forecasting using the wrong GDP levels. And the only way that you're going to balance your budget in 2017-18 is by hurting the people of this province. Mr. Speaker, since this Liberal government took power, Ontarians have seen hospital budgets frozen, nurses fired, heartbreaking wait lists growing for services like autism therapy, all of which have had a significant impact on the people of this province. Now, with today's FAO report showing such significant risk in this government's fiscal plan, I have to ask the minister what cuts are coming. Will more nurses be fired? Will more schools be closed? Will poverty funding be cut again? The people of this province have a right to know what's in store for them. Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you. Minister.
Mr. Speaker, the comments made are just untrue. Exactly. The fact of the matter is, the fact is, we have based our assumptions and our forecasts on economists from across Canada. We've taken their projections and we pared them down by an additional point. And we did so every year. In fact, last year, revenues were down by $2.2 billion. And still, we exceeded our targets because of what we had to do to recalibrate and control our spending.